Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis update for Ocean Protocol. I'll be looking at some very key levels of support and resistance, some moving averages. I'll talk about the Ocean Bitcoin ratio and my general longer-term takeaways with this altcoin. So if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, feel free to check out our sponsors in the link in the description below. This channel is partnered with the cryptocurrency exchange FTX.us. So I do want to start off here on the weekly chart for Ocean on the USD pair. And first, I want to look at these two moving averages. So the red one is a 20-week SMA, and then the green one is a 21-week EMA. And together, I like to consider them as a band. I do talk about this with a lot of the altcoins because of how well the altcoins have been responding to these moving averages throughout this bear market. So you can see with Ocean Protocol initially losing this level back here in December of 2021, we actually flipped it right into resistance on this rejection. Then we had a move coming back down, breaking below support, coming back up, eventually having another retest of resistance. That's where the rejection was in March. This longer term lower high formed right around 70 cents. And ever since that time frame, we really haven't had a retest of these moving averages. But as you can see right now, we have been having that retest with this weekly candle as well as the previous one, again coming up into that level of resistance right into this range. And we can see how basically this is the first time something like this has happened since we had that lower high and that rejection back here in March. So going forward into, say, the next few weeks, I really want to watch out for Ocean and how it's responding and reacting to these moving averages. So if we start to have a move breaking back above these, where we start to have weekly candles above the entire band, which goes all the way up to 21 cents, then that would be a very bullish and positive sign, because that's the first time something like that would happen since we initially lost them back here December of 2021. And if Ocean Protocol can get back above both of these moving averages, that would also really disrupt the flow of this bear market, where we would no longer have that seller supply coming in at these lower valuations as these moving averages do decline. So getting back above these would be a very bullish and positive sign. It's going to be something I'm really watching out for into the next few months, and that would be the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is if we have a rejection similar to that of this lower high back here in March. Now, as an illustration, if we do come back below this support region right around 15 cents on the weekly and close under this, then that will confirm a rejection for me. And at that point, I'm going to be looking at the next longer term level of support coming in right around 8 cents. Now, the reason this 15 cent level is extreme support is because you can see on the weekly, this is a level that has held on so many attempts. So you can see the initial capitulation right here in May coming down just above this level. We retested it in June, another retest in July, and then throughout August, September, October, we have had all of these weekly candles coming down to this level, unable for the bears to get back below this. In fact, we've held it ever since that first initial move in May, and we have started to make our way back up to these moving averages. So those are the levels that I will be watching out for. Now I want to talk about the Ocean Bitcoin ratio, which is basically just showing us how Ocean is performing with respect to Bitcoin. Now I want to focus on this range that Ocean has been in with respect to Bitcoin all the way going back here to June. So this ranges from approximately 740 Satoshis as our support to around 950 Satoshis as our resistance. And you can see that Ocean has just been fluctuating and oscillating back and forth from the range lows to the range highs for a very long period of time. So when Ocean does break out of this range with respect to Bitcoin, it will signify a very powerful move is coming, whether that be if we break above the resistance and then flip it into support, or if we break below the support and flip it into resistance. So any breakout above or below this range is going to be very significant, and I think it's going to bring a lot of volatility into Ocean, and this is just going to show us how it's performing with respect to Bitcoin. So if Ocean does break out above this range and flip this resistance into support, that would signify that it's going to start outperforming Bitcoin on both to the upside and to the downside, where on any move up for Bitcoin, Ocean would move up at a higher pace, or on any move to the downside, Ocean would hold up at its support levels much better. So something like that, a breakout above this range, would be very bullish, bringing a lot of relative strength into this pair, and could be a catalyst for Ocean to start moving back above some of these resistance levels, like these weekly moving averages. However, if the Ocean Bitcoin ratio does break down and we lose the support around 750 Satoshis, then that would mean the reverse, where Ocean would have relative weakness with respect to Bitcoin, and it would start to break down some of its levels, even if Bitcoin isn't necessarily losing its own levels. And I think a great example of this is if we go to Cardano. I made a video about this a little bit ago, and we were looking at how it actually lost its support and it made new lows with respect to both Bitcoin and the US dollar. So you can see on this pair, there had been lows formed in May, and we actually retested that several times, but we just formed a new lower low a few days ago. Meanwhile, if we go over to Bitcoin, we can see the reverse where we've actually held that area. We've held that area as a support, and we haven't started to break down. So that's what I'm going to be watching out for here with Ocean going into, say, the next few weeks and months. I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. Once again, check out our sponsors in the link in the description below. You can sign up to the cryptocurrency exchange ftx.us with my referral code SNOWYCRYPTO or with my referral link, which is going to be in the description below, and you can get a 5% discount on exchange fees. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.